And with that, we welcome you guys to EIF Summerslam. Great promo video to start it off. And as always, I'm your host, EIF Owner Carney. Big shout out to EIF Superstar Hybrid Maniac for helping us with that promo. Very exciting and for good reason. What's not exciting is seeing that network error occur. And that's just the start of something, folks, because we're going to be here for 12 hours. We are going to remake that game for our competitors. And in case you guys are wondering, you didn't miss anything because we're not showing entrances for this first match, because this opening match is actually an open invitational. So we don't have the characters previously ready going into this, but we do have this match planned to occur. Now, during our promo video, we saw a lot of talk about the Money in the Bank ladder match, one of our biggest matches that we have coming up later in tonight's show. But that's not the only ladder match we're going to see, as the X Division title is on the line. It's a vacated title now hanging in the balance for somebody to claim, much like the Money in the Bank briefcase is, and that's going to be later on this evening. We have 4 hungry competitors looking to claim what they feel is rightfully theirs, a championship inside the confines of Extreme International Fighting. They will have to get past one another. And this is not just any normal ladder match, people. This is a King of the Mountain ladder match. We're going to get to some of those rules during our loading screen to let you guys know just exactly what all that entails. You'll see both myself and EIF Brutality are non-competitors in this match. Neither of us are competing for the X Division Championship. So we're going to have to remake this once more. WWE 2K15 coming through in the clutch, as it always has. Luckily, though, we have 12 hours to get all this done. So we'll see how long it takes, obviously, to get this first match going. And again, this is our only match on our major card that is planned to not include entrances. The other 5 should. Of course, we have all championships on the line here tonight. The X Division, the only vacated one. The Intercont, US, and Undisputed Superstardom all being defended in one-on-ones tonight, or at least scheduled to all be defended in one-on-ones tonight. And of course, the ED Undisputed World Championship, the most coveted title in all of EIF, that is being defended in a traditional Fatal 4-Way matchup. We do ask if anybody is having network issues right now that you go ahead and please leave the multiplayer through the party, and then we'll re-invite you. So, all right, everybody network guard. So we're going to remake this. It is a good start here tonight. Here today, I should say. But you got to like the fact that at least if you have anything going for us, it's that time is on our side. We'll have plenty of time to get these matches done. We do want to let our viewers know as well that we are actually going to be taking 2 one-hour intermissions throughout the day. We don't have set times for when they're going to be taken, but I would suspect one after around, give or take 3-4 hours, and then we'll have another one a few hours after that. So just forewarning to everybody, and as I said, we may have 6 matches scheduled, but we are going to have way more than that in terms of the amount of matches total here tonight. We're going to give this another try here. Again, rough stuff here, especially for the fact that this is Extreme Distortion, which makes things normally 10 times more difficult. Invites have been sent to Untamed Legend and Dark Thunder, neither of which has made that yet. We're hoping. We'll see what happens. I want to thank everybody that's showing up here so early in the day. I know this is so untypical. We apologize if we're being quiet right now, guys. Just want to let you know we're having just some stuff going on in the party, trying to make sure that we're getting everybody on. And we should mention to you guys, is since you've already seen a handbasket full of them through our first couple of minutes here on the stream. We do want to let you guys know that issues may, and as you see, have already occurred in today's broadcast. So we want to let everybody know that we do our best to try and repair all of those issues as quick as possible. All right, so we're gonna give this one try. In fact, guys, we might actually end up switching up the order of our matches here. We might end up doing our Intercontinental title match first, based on how things are going right now. So maybe give this another try with a different variety of characters later on in today's broadcast. We do apologize to our viewers right now early on. It is a rough start, but hoping that we can overcome that. I'm sure we'll be able to. WWE 2K15 has thrown essentially everything in the kitchen sink at us. Dark Thunder has now been able to connect to the game, which is a positive. Untamed Legend is attempting. We'll see if he can make it. Oh, you do have to leave the multiplayer from the party, don't forget, or else you'll never get in. Yes, you have to leave. You have to go to your party and then click Leave Multiplayer. Well, no, you have to go to the party and leave multiplayer and then try again. Alright. Alright, so Dark Thunder is in now. We're just waiting on one more competitor, although keep in mind this match session has been up for a couple of minutes. This is not our only Fatal 4-Way tonight. That's right, we have 3 planned for you tonight. And guess what? To make things worse, they're all ED. Untamed, it's not letting you come in? Alright. Send you. Untamed, you should be getting an invite from me now. Alright. It did not? Okay. Alright, guys, so we are going to switch this out. You know all that excitement for the X Division? Forget about it. We're going to the Intercontinental title match. Something a lot easier and Superstardom. 2 things I like. Alright, to our X Division competitors that are currently in the party, feel free to stay in, guys. You will definitely be able to get matches later. If you get offline, you're definitely not getting one. So that does not sound like a smart idea, Flair. Anyway, there is a good chance that you'll be able to get one. So in this time, we're going to have to ask that you guys leave the party. Thanks for showing up. And we'll see you in a couple minutes, maybe even an hour. Who knows? All right. So, guys, coming up next, it's going to be Pepsi Killer and Midnight Mayfire. We sincerely apologize for the start tonight. We want to remind all our viewers that we are at the mercy of the game and its incredible servers. So we cannot really control anything that happens out of that. All we're trying to do is run our stuff. So on the positive end, we will get entrances for this. That's kind of cool. So we've got Pepsi Killer set to go one-on-one with Midnight Mayfire. Very interesting match brewing here. Pepsi is the guy that pretty much brought Midnight into EIF, gave him an opportunity, and Midnight Mayfire won the Intercontinental Championship, his first title in EIF. Now he has to defend it against the guy that made him who he is today in Extreme International Fighting, Pepsi Killer, who's also, I should mention, a former 2-time Intercontinental Champion in this year alone, so he's looking to be the first 3-time Intercontinental Champion here in 2015. As we get set, we'll do entrances offline, and our first entrances here of the night at SummerSlam, the 9th annual SummerSlam for Extreme International Fighting, and the first one to be streamed live on the EIF network. The following contest is our opening match of the afternoon and is scheduled for one fall for the EIF Intercontinental Championship. Introducing first on his way to the ring, representing Bad News Barrett. He is from Detroit, Michigan, your current reigning and defending EIF Intercontinental Champion, Midnight Mayfire. Midnight Mayfire getting set for his first championship defense in his first SummerSlam appearance. That's the first SummerSlam appearance for Pepsi Killer as well. They've both had pretty decent years thus far. And introducing his opponent, the challenger from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, representing the show-off, Dolph Ziggler. This is Pepsi Killer. Pepsi Killer, a former two-time IC champion. This year alone, he's held a number of other mid-card title reigns, including the X Division, and tonight he looks to be able to ride once again on the high horse of the IC title, the top mid-card championship in all of EIF. Midnight Mayfire, talk about a tough defense here. A guy like Pepsi Killer who's had a number of credible victories over the course of 2015. And although Pepsi did join EIF in late 2014, he didn't even really have a cup of coffee before 2015 with this league. So, I mean, if you're putting him in that rookie category, you could argue Pepsi is the rookie of the year here in EIF right now. Midnight Mayfire, rookie as well. And you can see right here, match number one, not waiting. As you can see, the Intercontinental Championship kicking things off tonight, not waiting to get the action and excitement going here at SummerSlam this early afternoon. This match will be normal rules, so disqualification will be on. Believe me, though, guys, if you love weapons and you love Extreme, there are going to be so many Extreme matches happening throughout today's event. The matches, the stipulations, they will get much more brutal, believe me, as things go on. So we get set to take things online, as we always do. DLC will be turned off. Neither of these superstars have DLC alternates for neither Dolph Ziggler nor Bad News Barrett. Invites have been sent. And again, throughout the day today, guys, we will be trying to entertain you with a number of matches. We only have 6 matches booked. Those are our main card matches featuring 5 championships and a Money in the Bank match. Money in the Bank ladder match. 3 Fatal 4-Ways. 2 of them are ladder matches. The one a modified version of the other. But those are not planned. I can tell you this much. Those are not planned to be our only matches of the night. We even may, and again, this is no guarantee by any estimate, but we even may end up seeing certain superstars compete more than once tonight. We also have a number of superstars that were actually not put on our regularly scheduled card that I'm sure you can expect to see tonight. The likes of Tyrant Hunt, perhaps DZ, James Arkoffel, who's been making a number of appearances in EIF as of late after not showing up since WrestleMania. He's been back after a multi-month hiatus. And we are officially in the loading bar now. If you've watched a number of Midnight Mayfire matches, that you know normally we do end up having to wait a little bit longer with Midnight Mayfire. I will say I was hoping that it would be fixed, although I did get a new modem myself actually just this past Wednesday, but doesn't look like it's helping the relationship between my modem's connection and Midnight's connection. Could be Pepsi Killer as well, though. Actually, some backstage news. I know a lot of people like to hear the inside scoop on things. We actually weren't sure if Pepsi Killer would be able to fight Midnight Mayfire today. There were some internet issues going on with Pepsi Killer, which is rare and uncommon. Normally, Pepsi is very reliable, although his connection does hail from up north. So does former U.S. champion Beatdowns. We never really have much of any problems with him. Our bar is barely moved here, and it's now kind of been in stone mode, just standing still there. I really, really hope that this bar is definitely going to make some movement now. It's been stuck at the E and Neville. And I should say the first E, not second. But, yep, not even that close. So, I don't know. Normally, we end up seeing, if we ever need to crash the game, as it's often referred to, where we quit out of our game, normally that doesn't occur unless it's at the very beginning of the bar, as we now refer to it, the sliver. That's what we've aptly named it, but it is past that. So, however, if it doesn't make any movement within the next couple of minutes, I would probably not want to hesitate any longer. We do have 12 hours to do tonight's show, and as I said, we are planning to do more than the 6 matches on the card, although about a half hour down and still no action. I can't apologize enough, and I'm sure, with 11 and a half hours to go, this is only the beginning of my apologies to you, the viewers. I don't know how you do it. I do not know how you come in and watch this, but we appreciate it so much that you guys are that dedicated to EIF, and we wish we could do better for you, but just being at the mercy of 2K15 has been an absolute, oh my gosh, it's been horrible. It really has. So, either way, we're going to give this about 1 more minute, and we're probably going to end up quitting out of our games. The bar has not made any movement in the last couple of minutes here, and we don't want to waste any more of your time here to the viewers than we already have. So, entrances have already occurred for this match, so therefore we won't need to replay them, but in the result of quitting out of the game, it will end up resulting in us taking a timeout from the broadcast where it will be paused. And so we will be back on the broadcast, I'd like to say probably within about 2 to 3 minutes. And that is exactly what we're going to do. So, guys, we'll be right back. We're going to take our first break here tonight. Going to be 2 to 3 minutes, so I apologize about that. Please stay with us. When we come back, you'll be seeing Midnight Mayfire and Pepsi Killer compete for the Intercontinental Championship here at EIF Summerslam.